We taught for all of January without a snow day. That is not a part of my story. I just want to get that out. I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed. My Netflix queue is overflowing. I just finished Grace and Frankie today. I would have finished it on a snow day, but I had to wait for the freaking weekend like normal people. Okay. Hi, how are y'all doing? Good. I just had to get. Sorry, I got a lot of feelings. Okay. So my name is Tim Green. I'm an educator, and I also have a program around social and emotional learning called The Dividend. So I go to different schools, and I do that with different students. But been in the classroom a couple of years. I'd like to share a story about a situation that took place a couple of years. I will not share the name of the school. Oh, I will not. But they're still in existence for now. So, you can chuckle because it's funny. Their scores are bad. I'll just tell you this story, and it's called Context. So, I'm in class, and I am the team lead. And when you know you are the team lead, you have a whole bunch of other things that little stipend they give you really it doesn't, it's not worth it. So I'm in class, and I'm teaching, and we're having fun. I get a text message, my phone is going off. I'm like, what's going on? Look at my phone, and this other teacher's just going in. This so-and-so, he's da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, what's going on? He said, you're gonna die tonight. He said, you're gonna die tonight. Yes, he said, I'm gonna die tonight. So I'm like, well, that's elevated a little bit. I'm in class. Let me get someone in admin. So I text an administrator. And I said, excuse me, Miss Administrator, could you please go to this classroom because this young man has just said that his teacher is going to die tonight. The administrator takes back. You kind of see where this is going. The administrator takes back and she says, I need more context than that. So in that moment, about 4 years ago, I was lost for words, I think. I never asked for more context when we came to school and there was no paper for a week. I never asked for more context when the air went out in August and we still taught. Didn't ask for more context. But today, I have more context for that administrator. So, here's why you should check on the young man that told his teacher she should die tonight. I built a rapport with that young man. So after you said no more context, I made sure someone was watching my class, and I went and got him from the class. We had a conversation about why he was saying that. I also know that this young man was having issues at home. 2 weeks before that, I was in the bathroom with that young man because he was screaming on the bathroom floor and no one else could console him. I was a new teacher at this school and he's just screaming on the floor. All the boys are just outside of the bathroom like, I asked all the teachers that were there, they said, he do this all the time. He do this all the time. So I walk in and I proceed to lay down on the floor with this young man in the bathroom. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in the elementary school boys bathroom, but I can tell you that I have earned my wings for heaven. So I lay on the floor with this young man. He's just shocked that I'm down there with him. So he's like, ah! And I said, what's going on? He said, I hate everybody. Nobody loves me. We're going to deal with that last part. We have a conversation. He said, you don't know me. You don't care about me. I said, sir, sir, it smells like pee and frustrations in here. I would not be in here if I did not care about you on some type of level. So let's talk. And because we shared that talk, it led us to this report that 2 weeks later I was able to pull him out of class and reset him. He couldn't go back in that class, but he stayed with me. Then we had a conversation with his parents. Then we were able to get him additional help. So, Miss Administrator, let me give you a little bit more context. When I started teaching, I thought I was the worst teacher ever. I cried almost every day. I was the first one. You too? I knew I would find my tribe one day. The first month of school, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I'm going back to corporate America. This is not what I want to do. But one day it clicked for me, okay? Had the pleasure of teaching my same students for 7th and 8th grade. Looped them up to 8th grade. I went with them. I was team lead. Not the same school, okay? Not the same school. So I'm there, and we have one student in particular, and I noticed, because I've had him for 2 years, he's kind of changing a little bit. So I'm saying, hey, what's the problem? Nothing. Okay, because now they're 8th grade, so they're like, trying to keep my job. So throughout the years, a lot of frustrations coming from him. We go on a college tour, and he is just, it was like me, and it's something about black male education. We have this Joe Clark sense about ourselves, and I'm like, talking to him like, you smoke crack, don't you? Just really got to a point there. But I was just like, a stove. And he said, a stove? I said, yes, you're a student that needs the stove. And he said, I don't know what you talked about. I can teach everybody in here how to cook and say, the stove is hot, don't touch it. You're gonna have to touch the stove. And I left it at that. He looked at me weird. He went, huh? What are you talking about cooking? This man teach science. So I left it at that. We continued the school year. I just left him with those words. About a year or two ago, actually last year, I get a text message. Hey, Mr. Green, this is so-and-so. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Not much. You want to go to the Grizzlies game tonight? Sure. Come pick me up. Come pick you up. Got him! So, I figured he got the tickets. Might as well pick him up, So this same student, I go pick him up and we're talking. And I was like, man, I ain't heard from him for a while. What's been going on with you? He was like, got, 9th grade was, was a little rough. Ran away from home. Didn't want to listen to what mom was telling me to do. And it got really rough. And I was thinking about, when you were saying that crazy stuff about a stove. I said, really, what did I say about the stove? He said, you said I was going to have to touch that stove. So what stove you, man? I was out in these streets, Mr. Green. I couldn't. That was the stove for me. I said, so what did you do? He said, I went back home. He said, I started doing better. I got a job. I started helping out at home. So when I started thinking about that, I was like, Mr. Green. So that's why I wanted to take you out tonight to the Grizzlies game. I was in the crowd like, Then we gotta catch a look. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, let's go get this game. Let's get this game. But he made me think more and more about the people who had helped me, those teachers that stopped and took time to tell me about the stove. So I thought about my 4th grade teacher, who was the worst teacher I ever had. Worst teacher. She was a first-year teacher. It was like, hey, how you doing? Sit down! Don't say nothing! I need you got pencils! I don't have paper. We ain't no paper here. It was like, oh, okay. I was frightened. Like, I literally bought her a gift for Christmas so she would like me. I was like, please, like, oh my God, here's something for your desk. And she's just like, sit down. Yeah, like, what's it gonna take with you? Totally turned me off to school. My 5th grade teacher, absolutely amazing. She's the reason I even got into education anyway. 2 years ago, I found out she was still teaching. Went to her school and told her I'm a teacher, and you're the reason why I'm a teacher. She in the middle class balling. I'm balling with her. And the kid's like, y'all okay? Glad I got to do that because she passed away last year. And I was able to tell her how much she meant to me, how much she told me about the stove, how much she took the time to tell me how much that I cared. And even though she didn't lay down on a boy's bathroom floor with me, she still took the time to say that she cared. So, Miss Administrator, I believe this is the context that you were looking for. Thank you.